Morning everyone. Welcome for today's edition of our mathematics presentation.
Now, the role of divisibility by number 2. A number is divisible by 2 if the last digit of the number is 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. In short, a number is divisible by 2 if the last digit of the number is an even number. Just like what we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. These numbers are even numbers. Therefore, even without performing the actual division, we can say that these numbers are divisible by 2. So we can simply identify these numbers, that these numbers are divisible if these numbers ends with 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0. Just like in the first example, we have 6,792. It ends with 2. So automatically, this is divisible by 2. 8,174 also ends with 4. So divisible by 2. 9,216 also ends with 6. The next one, we have 7,538. It ends with 8. So divisible. 7,460. It ends with 0. So all these numbers are divisible by 2. Even without performing the actual division, we can already say that these numbers are divisible by 2. So you will just have to memorize. You will just have to take note. When you have to answer the exercises in your module, you will be able to identify which number is divisible by 2. Okay, I will have a presentation to you doing the actual division and applying the techniques of shortcut method so that when you do the actual division, you can have a shorter time of dividing numbers by 2. So divide numbers by 2 using shortcuts. Okay, applying the rule of divisibility. So we will make our dividend divisible by 2. 6 is divisible, so this will remain 6. 7 cannot be divided, so we have lower it down to 6. This becomes 6. 1 is the remainder, so we will carry it to the next digit. 19 cannot be divided, so we lower it down. 18. 1 is the remainder, bring that to the next digit. So we can now divide. You have 3, 3, and you have 9, and you have 6. 3,396 is our answers because we have changed our dividend to numbers divisible by 2. Next number, 8 is divisible. 0 cannot be divided, so we have 0. Carry 1 to the next digit. 17 cannot be. Lower it to 16. 1 is the remainder. Carry it to the next digit. So we can now divide because they are now even numbers. 4, 0, 8, and 7. 4,087. So that's how quick we can get our quotient if we are to change our dividend into even numbers. Okay, change to even numbers. Have 6. 1 is the remainder. Carry to the next digit. 15 cannot be divided, so we go 14. 1 again is the remainder. Carry that to the next digit. 13 cannot be. Lower it down. 1 is the remainder. Carry it to the next digit. That becomes 18. All are divisible now. We have 3, 7, 6, and 9. This is now our answers using shortcuts. Okay, next. Not divisible. Lower it down. 1 is the remainder. Carry it to the next digit. So, 1 cannot be divided. So, we have 0. Carry it to the next digit. This becomes 16. Divisible now. 4. We have 6. We have 0. And we have 8. 4,608 is our quotient. Now, we do this by using shortcuts, but still we apply the rule of divisibility. Discuss the divisibility of number 5. Okay, a number is divisible by 5 if the last digit of the number is 5 or 0. So, if the number ends with 5 or 0, then it follows that it is divisible by 5. So, we have an example, 6,795. So, it ends with 5. So, automatically, we can say that this number is divisible by 5 based on the rule of divisibility. So, we don't need to do the actual division. Anyway, the assessment or the exercises only ask whether these numbers are divisible by 5. So, by just simply looking at the last digit of the number, we will be able to say that the number is divisible by 5. Just like in the second example, 8,175. It ends with 5. So, automatic, we can already say that this number is divisible by 5. Next, we have 9,210. It ends with 0. So, automatic also that this number is divisible by 5 because it ends with 0. So, the rest of the number, 7,530, it also ends with 0. 7,460, it ends with 0. So, these numbers is divisible by 5 even if we will not do the actual division. By just simply looking at the numbers. But if we are to divide this, actually, it will end up no remainder at all. We will be able to divide the number without remainder. That's why we call it divisible.
Okay, let's go dividing numbers by 5 using shortcuts. Okay, my method of going it into shortcut is by multiplication. So instead of dividing, I will multiply it by 2, but still the result will be a result in division. Okay, so we have 2 times 5, have 10, carry 1, 19, carry 1, 15, carry 1, so we have 13. So I'll count one place from right to left, 1, 2, then cross out 0 because 0 has no value at all. My answer is 1,359, which is the answer in division. Although I do the multiplication, but this is the result when you are going to divide 6,795 by 5. Okay, next, still, I will multiply it by 2. So, I will be getting the quotient of 8,175 divided by 5 in a opposite way. Why? Because I will do the multiplication. Okay, we have 10, carry 1, 15, carry 1, so we have 3, and we have 16. Okay, count of one place from right to left. We have cross out 0. Answer is 1,635. Getting the quotient of 8,175 divided by 5, I do it by multiplying by 2. Okay, let's go to the next number. Okay, again, instead of dividing by 5, I multiply it by 2. Okay, we have 0, and we have 6, and we have 10, carry 1, we have 15. Count one place from right to left, 1. So, I cross out 0. My answer is 1,506. Next, again, I multiply again by 2 to get the quotient. Okay, we have 0, and we have 12, carry 1. We have 8 plus 1, 9, and we have 14. Then, count one place from right to left. Okay, cross out 0. My answer is 1,492. That is the result when you are going to divide 7,460 by 5. Doing it in your long method of division, still you will come up with 1,492. But in my way, my method of getting the quotient, when you are to divide numbers by 5, I will simply have to do multiplication by 2 and the result will still be the same. So it's up to you which method we will be using, but I am just presenting to you my shortcut way of getting the quotient when you have to divide numbers by 5. So instead of dividing, I multiply it by 2. Okay, let's discuss the role of divisibility of number 10. A number is divisible by 10 if the last digit of the number ends with 0. Therefore, if the number ends with 0, we can already say right away that this number is divisible by 10. Again, what I mean by divisible, it can be divided exactly without remainder. So just like in the first example, we have 6,795. Is this number divisible by 10? It ends with 5, so it is not divisible. According to the rule, if it ends with 0, then it is divisible by 10. Next number, we have 8,172. Is this divisible by 10? No. A big no, because it ends with 2. Only numbers ending in 0 will be divisible by 10. Next number, 9,210. It ends with 0. So automatically you will say this is divisible by 10 because it ends with 0. Next one, 7,530. It also ends with 0. So automatic, you will say this is divisible by 10. Last number is 7,460. Also ends with 0. So automatically, you will say this is divisible by 10. So very simple. Divisibility of 10. You just simply look at the numbers. If it ends with 0, then your answer will be divisible. So that's so simple. So divisibility of numbers 2, 5, and 10 is very easy. You will just have to memorize the rule, so that by answering your assessment, the exercises in your module, it will be very easy for you to accomplish. Just memorize these rules. On the next videos that we will be presenting, we will again take up the next divisibility of numbers.
Okay, we prove the divisibility of a number. If it ends with 0, it is divisible by 10. So any number that ends with 0 is divisible by 10. But this time we will do the actual division. Number divided by 10. And this time we will be using shortcuts. Okay, how to divide numbers by 10 using shortcuts? Okay, simple. Just cancel 0. Because there is 1 0 in your dividend, cancel also 1 0 in your divisor. So we have what is left, 921 over 1. And when a number is divided by 1, the answer will still be the same. Any number divided by 1 will still be the same. So 921. So very easy, very simple. Okay, no need of dividing 10 to 9,210. This is the shortcut way of dividing. Okay, this one, instead of dividing, we cancel 0 because there is 1 0 in your divisor. So cancel also 1 0 in your dividend. So what is left? 753. Because any number divided by 1 will still be the same. So again, you have 1 0, so you cancel also 1 0 in your dividend. So what is left? 7,460. Okay. Next, again, cancel 0 because you need to do the shortcut. So what is left? 8,367. This is easier than doing the long method of division. So why not go to the long method when you have an easier way of getting your quotient by using shortcuts?
Okay, thank you for watching my channel. Do not forget to share, like, and subscribe so that you will be notified for the next videos that I will be uploading. Once again, thank you and God bless.